Part 1. The Crossroads. You ever feel like the world just forgets you exist? Like you're shouting into a canyon and not even the echo gives a damn. That was me back then, Jake Morgan, 36 years old, driving a rust-bitten van across the back roads of the South, playing second-rate blues gigs in gas station bars for beer money and stale fries. I wasn't chasing a dream anymore. I was just running from bills from the past, from myself. Sleeping in the back of that van, eating bologna out of a cooler, and praying the transmission held out just a few more towns. It was somewhere near Greenwood, Mississippi, one of those nothing towns with one light and a bait shop that doubles as a liquor store. I was headed to a bar called the Stagger Inn. Yep, that's the real name. Gotta play there to believe it. My phone was dead. GPS, too. So, I'm driving by, feel and memory. Just me, the highway, and this thick-ass fog rolling in like spilled milk over the fields. I take a wrong turn, end up on this cracked road with no name, just a rusted-out sign with bullet holes. After a mile or two, I spot it. The Crossroads. No buildings, no signs, just 4 dirt roads intersecting in the middle of nowhere, framed by dead trees that looked like they were clawing at the sky. There was this weird stillness, too. No bugs, no birds, not even the wind through the leaves. Just silent. I'd heard the stories, of course. Anyone who's ever tuned a guitar in Mississippi has. The legend goes, you come to the crossroads at midnight, you play your soul into the strings, and someone shows up, offers you fame, talent, whatever you want, for a price. I wasn't drunk, not high, just tired, worn down, and I laughed, like actually laughed, 'cause I figured, why not? I got no money, no future, no one waiting for me back home. Hell, maybe I'd finally get a full tank of gas and a hot meal out of the deal. So, I pulled the van right up into the center, got out, and grabbed my guitar, propped myself against the hood, and played a slow, ragged tune. Not my best, not even close, but it came from someplace real. Then I said it, out loud. All right, devil, I'm here. Let's make a deal. I grinned when I said it, like it was a joke. But jokes don't leave burn marks on your hood. Didn't notice it at first, not till I pulled into the gig that night. Big crowd, weirdly big for a Tuesday night. Bartender handed me a bottle without me asking. Everyone clapping like I was some kind of legend. And the music, I played like I never had before, like something was guiding my fingers. Songs I never practiced came out clean. Every note, perfect. Too perfect. It wasn't till I was packing up that I saw it on the hood of the van, right where I'd been sitting. A scorched black print. Looked like a paw, but big, way too big. Thought maybe it was a prank or some stain. But it wouldn't wash off. I laughed it off, but inside, something didn't sit right. I kept looking over my shoulder the whole drive out of town. Had that feeling, like I wasn't alone. And right before I shut the van door that night, I swear I heard it. Out in the woods, a low growl. Long, deep, like something was breathing heavy just beyond the tree line. I spun around fast, but nothing was there. just me and the crossroads at my back. Part 2, Burnin' Hot. I played the gig in Tupelo, smoky little bar with a busted neon sign and a stage held together with duct tape and luck. The kind of place where the floor's sticky, the beer's warm, and nobody gives a damn how good you are as long as the music's loud. But that night, they listened, every note, like they were in a trance. I played like a man possessed. Fingers didn't cramp, voice didn't crack. Hell, even my old Gibson stopped buzzing. Afterward, I loaded up, nodded to the bartender, and drove west till I couldn't keep my eyes open. Found a roadside motel just over the Mississippi line. Vinyl curtains, cigarette burns on the sheets. Didn't care. I just needed sleep. Before I crashed, I pulled out my phone to listen to the set. Just curious. Wanted to hear how it sounded now that whatever I'd done was starting to settle in. It was clean, too clean, like studio grade. But halfway through the last song, something made my chest tighten. Under the slide solo, right when I leaned into the bend, I heard it. Low, guttural, like something breathing just behind the amp. Deep and wet. Like an animal too big to be inside a bar had leaned in close enough to growl into the mic. I paused it, rewound, played it again. Same damn sound. I turned the phone off, told myself it was feedback, bad mic, my imagination. But my hands wouldn't stop shaking. I woke up around 3:30 to a sound that rattled my spine. Claws on concrete, slow, deliberate, just outside the window. I didn't move, didn't breathe, just listened as it circled my van. A heavy, four-legged thing with weight in every step. Then it stopped, right outside my room. I swear to God I heard it sniffing. I stayed up till sunrise with the light on, clutching the motel's ice bucket like it was a damn weapon. When I finally stepped out, the world looked normal, quiet, birds chirping, dew on the grass, but my van. The tires were ruined, not slashed, shredded, like something peeled the rubber off with claws. Deep gashes down the driver's side door, paint curled back like a peeled orange. The kind of damage you don't get from vandals or coyotes. I opened the van, and my stomach turned. My guitar strings, every one of them, had snapped and curled into little spirals on the dash, coiled like snakes, and the radio. Still on, still playing that same old song. Hellhound on my trail. Volume knob was melted. The damn thing was off when I went to sleep. I'm sure of it. I didn't call the cops. What was I gonna tell them? That the devil's mutt came scratching around my room last night? Nah, I called a tow truck, and while I waited, I lit a cigarette and stared at the woods across the parking lot. Something out there was watching me. I didn't see it, but I felt it. Whatever I'd done at that crossroads, it wasn't over. Not by a long shot. Part 3. Payment due. The tow truck left me in Vicksburg with nothing but time. The mechanic didn't ask questions about the claw marks, just said, "Couple days," and walked off like he'd seen worse. Maybe he had. I checked into a dingy room above a bar, tried playing a few chords to clear my head. The notes came out dead, lifeless, like the strings were resisting me. I'd been given something. Now it was slipping away. By midnight, I couldn't take it anymore. The air was thick, heavy with heat and something else. Pressure, like the sky was about to crack. I went walking past the edge of town, down an old dirt road behind the church. It was one of those nights where the dark felt darker. No wind, no bugs, just silence and that damned smell. Burnt hair, sulfur, like someone lit a match. A slaughterhouse. And then came the growl. Closer than before, right behind me. I turned and there it was, stepping out from the tree line like it owned the world. Big as a bear, low to the ground, shoulders rolling with every step. Its eyes glowed dull red like coals under ash. It didn't lunge. It stalked, measured, like it wanted me to run. So I did. My boots slipped on loose gravel as I bolted, heart pounding like a kick drum. I cut through the woods, branches whipping my face, thorns tearing at my jeans. I didn't look back, just ran blind into the dark. Behind me, I heard it. Not loud, not frantic, just steady, purposeful. Heavy paws thudding the ground, like slow, angry drums. It wasn't chasing to catch me. It was chasing to wear me down. I crashed through the brush, slid down a dry ravine, busted my knee on a rock, got back up, kept moving, couldn't stop. If I stopped, it was over. Somewhere in the trees, it howled. Not loud, not sharp, just low, like it was letting me know I wasn't getting away. I spotted a hunting shack up ahead, broken windows, moss on the roof. Didn't care. I dove inside and slammed the door shut behind me. No lock, just a rusted chain latch, barely holding. I backed into a corner, breathing like I'd smoked 10 packs straight. The shack creaked with every breeze, but the night outside was dead quiet. Then, the sound. Claws. Slow. Scraping across the wood outside, one long drag down the front door, then another. The latch snapped. Door creaked open an inch. 2. I braced, ready to fight, with nothing but a broken chair leg, but the door didn't open any further. The thing just stood outside. Its shadow filled the frame. Steam rose off its back. It sniffed once, growled deep in its chest, a sound I felt more than heard, and then it moved. Fast. Suddenly, it was on top of me, hot breath in my face. I hit the ground hard, wind knocked out of me. Couldn't scream, couldn't blink. Its eyes locked on mine. And the world broke open. I saw fire first, endless walls of flame rising higher than mountains. The sky wasn't black, it was red, glowing, alive with ash and embers that screamed as they fell. There were no stars, just smoke. Then came the sounds, screams, thousands of them, all twisted together in one never-ending wail. They weren't human anymore. They were broken, stretched, animalistic. Like the souls making them had been screaming for so long they forgot how to be anything else. I smelled burning skin, rot, copper, sulfur so thick it stung the back of my throat, even though I wasn't really breathing. I felt heat wrapping around me, peeling away the top layer of my skin like wet paper. It wasn't pain, it was punishment, the kind that seeps down past your bones. There were shapes moving through it, creatures, hulking, jagged, eyeless, dragging chains and laughing through teeth like splintered glass. One turned and looked at me. It didn't have a face, just a mouth full of teeth going down too far. It grinned like it knew me. And then I saw him. Far off, in the distance, beyond the flames and the torn earth, sitting on a throne made of a black stone and bone. A colossal figure, glowering, horned, skin like scorched oil, eyes glowing like molten lava. Satan. He laughed, deep, slow. It rumbled through everything, the sky, the ground, my chest. He wasn't amused, he was entertained. Then he leaned forward and pointed right at me. Everything snapped. I gasped like I was surfacing from underwater. The Hellhound was still on me, inches from my face, eyes glowing, steam rising, mouth open just enough to show those massive yellowed fangs. It didn't bite, didn't claw, just watched. Then it backed off, turned, and disappeared into the woods. When I came to again, I was lying in front of the church steps, head pounding, hands cut, shirt soaked in sweat. My guitar was there too, cracked clean through, strings snapped, hollow as the pit I'd just seen. But something else was there too. Burned into the center of my chest, right over my heart, was a mark, a symbol, charred into the skin like a brand. It looked ancient, angular, cruel. I didn't need a priest to tell me what it meant. My soul wasn't mine anymore. I don't play no more. Haven't touched a fretboard since that night. Doesn't feel right. Feels wrong, like inviting something back in. I work at a hardware store now. Live quiet. No gigs, no bars, no long drives under black skies. Sometimes when I wake up in the middle of the night, soaked in sweat, and the dark pressing in, I wonder what's waiting for me on the other side. If that Hellhound was just the warning, or the promise. And every morning I get up, I pray that hell forgets about me. Forget the deal, forget the seal, and let me fade out quiet before the fire finds me again. Thank you for watching Cryptid Encounter Stories. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more terrifying tales of the unknown. Your support helps keep the stories alive and the monsters lurking. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and always keep an eye on the shadows.